holiday destinations on the green list. There are a couple. There's Portugal, including the Azores and Madeira. Portugal, long-term favourite for Telegraph readers. You know, it's got everything going for it as a holiday destination. So we're delighted to see that. And as soon as Portugal opens up its borders to the UK, then it's looking good for an early summer break. We've got Iceland on the list, not generally a summer favourite, but loads to offer. Really interesting and very on-trend destination. And Gibraltar, a very long-term British favourite, and that's been saying for many weeks that it's going to welcome British visitors with open arms, and great to know that we'll be able to go there too. So there were a couple of surprises for the amber list, one of which is Malta. We'd had high hopes to find that on the green list, but apparently that was lost out at the last minute. And also for the red list, Turkey and the Maldives have been red listed, which is a real blow. Maldives is a really big year-round favourite, and I think many people set on a long-haul destination this summer had hoped they'd be able to. We'll just have to keep our fingers crossed they can get their numbers down. The amber list is still home to Spain and France and Greece and Italy, and we are really hoping that that amber status, which is meant to indicate destinations that are on the cusp, will prove to be exactly that, and that we'll be able to go to those destinations by the end of June, and all indications are, certainly if you crunch the numbers, that that will be the case. Chris, there's an awful lot of people asking this question. An awful lot of people have asked me this question, and unfortunately it's not quite as simple as you suggest to dodge the amber quarantine. You will have to declare any country that you've been in the previous 14 days before you return to the UK. So I'm afraid which way you do it, you won't be able to avoid that quarantine. Now, why is there an amber list? I mean, you know, we could both ask Grant Shapps that. I'm looking on it because I am an optimist by nature and by trade. I'm looking on it that it's giving us hope, because we know those countries have slightly lower numbers than the red list countries. We know that they are likely to become green sometime soon. And so that's the way I'm choosing to see it. You know, I'm excited that travel's opening, and I'm hoping to see a lot of those amber destinations appear on the green list very soon. Well, Jane, Australia is such an emotive subject when it comes to its current status with closed borders. So many people in the UK love Australia as a destination, but also, even more crucially, have loved ones in Australia that they're just desperate to see. So I completely feel your pain. The reason it's on our green list is simply because it meets the criteria. We're still not entirely sure exactly what that criteria is, but it's a combination of COVID rates, vaccination rates, capacity to deal with an outbreak, and many other factors. So in the government's eyes, whether or not it's welcoming UK citizens is immaterial. The fact is, they've deemed it safe for us to go to at a time when Australia sees fit to welcome us. So let's just hope that the fact it's on our green list gives them a little nudge to start considering opening those borders just that bit earlier.